عاشق الجنان والفوز والغنيمة فخذ هذه المعاني بسيطة عظيمة. الدين بالأخلاق بالجود والعزيمة بالحب والوفاق حياتنا كريمة.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم بمحاضرات دروس اللغة العربية لغير ناطقين بها. I welcome you all to the class of دروس اللغة العربية, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today we are starting lesson number 19. Today we are starting lesson 19 inshallah ta'ala, which is Ad-Dars At-Tasi', right? Ad-Dars At-Tasi', lesson 19. This is 9, but it's actually 19, right? So let's begin. We are learning lan here, right? So an lan kai idan, lan will make it into future tense, right? Future tense. Lan plus fail mudare means he will not do, or it could also mean he will never do, right? He will never do this. He will never do this in the future. He will never do. So lan. So we get all of them, right? All of them here. Like for example, lan yaf'ala, right? Mansub. Lan yafalu, like an, right? Same thing. An, lan, kai, idan. All these we can make it dual. Lan yafala, lan yafalu, lan tafala, lan tafala, and then lan yafalna. This is mabni sister. It will remain the same. Then lan tafala. Lan tafala, tafalu, tafalani, tafaluna. So all the noon drops, 5 in your pocket, mabni. Lan tafala, lan tafalu. You all won't do this. Lan tafalu, lan tafali, then lan tafala again. Lan tafala, then lan tafalna, mabni. Then lan af'ala, nafala, lan nafala, lan nafala, lan nafala, like this, right? Like an, right? Same thing. It's just lan for all the 14. Lan yafala, lan yafala, lan yafalu, lan tafala, lan tafala, lan yafalna. Lan tafala, lan tafala, lan tafalu, lan tafali, lan tafala, lan tafalna, lan nafala, lan nafala. Same thing like an yafala, an yafala, an yafalu. But lan is like negation, yeah? Not doing in the future. Future, and only future. Okay, let's begin the lesson, okay? And we'll learn more about lan and others also, right? I think it's a small lesson, so we'll try to finish it today, inshallah. Amrun. We learned in the previous lessons that Amrun is written with a waw. This is just to distinguish it from Omar, right? It is just to distinguish it from Omar. Amrun. And it takes tanween, yeah? Omar does not. Arju an tashtariya li hadha al-kitaba. I request you to purchase for me this book. Right? Tashtariya. You purchase for me, yeah? An came, so mansub. I request that you purchase for me hadha al-kitaba, this book, min al-Hindi, from India. Indama tadhhabu ila hunaka. Indama is when, right? We learned before, right? It comes usually with fail mudare. So indama is when. When you go ila hunaka. This is also kind of a zarf, right? But for future, generally, yeah. Indama tadhhabu ila hunaka. When you go to there, fi utlatis sayfi, in summer holidays. When you go there in summer holidays. Okay. Innahu bil lughatil urdiyati. Indeed, it is in Arabic, Urdu language. Right? So Amr is saying, I want you to buy a book for me from India. Right? And it is in Urdu language. وَمَا وَجَدْتُهُ فِي الْمَكْتَبَاتِ هُنَا. And I did not find it in the libraries here. وَمَا وَجَدْتُهُ. I did not find it in the libraries here. Okay. So ma came with fail mudare, right? Wajada yajidu. This is misal which we learn in the future. Wajada yajidu. To find. Wajadtu is I did not find in this library here. So Amr is a good friend, and he will, he will ask. He wants a favor, so he'll keep asking. Oh, you're not going to India, then someone else might be going, and then maybe a friend is going, or your mother might be going, or something like that. Yeah, he keeps asking. So he's saying that, oh, I want a book from India. If you're going back to your country, so please get for me that book. Ayyub was saying, Ana ahsifun, I'm sorry, I'm not going to India. Inni lan azhaba. See, indeed I lan azhaba. Lan for future. I am not going. Right? I am not going in the future, right? Lan and fail mudare mansub. Lan adhaba. Indeed, I am not going ilal Hindi to India. Fi utlatis sayfi, in the summer holidays. Right? Fi utlatis sayfi. Indeed, I am not going to India in the summer holidays. Uridu an adhaba ila Baghdad. I want to go to Baghdad, Iraq, right? Li azura khali, to visit. Li came like lam of ta'lil, lam of reasoning. Li azura, right? Azuru became mansub because of li. To visit my uncle, Khalun is mother's brother, right? So my maternal uncle, alladhi ya'malu fi sifarat al-Hindi hunak, who works there in the Indian embassy over there, right? Who works in the Indian embassy. Sifara is embassy. Sifaratun embassy, right? Who works in the Indian embassy over there. Alladhi ya'malu fi sifaratil Hindi hunaka. So he says that I'm going to Baghdad, man. I can't get you that book because I am going to Baghdad, and I'm not going to India this holidays. Yeah, these summer holidays. So Amr is like pestering. Yeah. And how about your brothers? Ala yazhabuna ila al-Hind. Are they not going to India? Ala yazhabuna, right? Are they not going? Not going. La yazhabun, not going to India. And Ayub says, Naam, hum aidan lan yazhabu hadal ama. Yes, they also are not going. See, future, lan plus fail mudare. Yazhabuna, we drop the noon to make it mansub. Lan yazhabu. They also are not hadal ama this year. They also are not going this year. Okay. Lan yadhabu hadal ama. Yuriduna an yabqaw. They want to stay. Yabqaw is naqis. We'll learn in the future. Baqiya, yabqa. Then it becomes yabqa, yabqayani, yabqawna. Okay, yabqawna. Then you drop the noon, it becomes yabqaw, to stay. Okay, we'll learn in the future, inshallah, how yabqaw was formed and so on. In naqis, okay, weak letter. Can you write? Okay. Bakhi. Just the verb, yeah. Bakhiya. Yabqa. Like nasiya yansa, this is. Bakhiya yabqa. And yabqa, yabqayani, yabqawna. Okay. Like yashtari, yashtariyani, yashtaruna. There it was a kasra in yashtari. Why it was a kasra? So whenever kasra comes with a waw, the kasra gets changed into a dhamma. Yashtaruna it became. But fatha has no problem with the waw. Aw is fine. So we'll keep it like that. Yabqa, yabqayani, yabqawna. It will not become yabquna. Yeah? Yabqawna. Okay, so whenever there's a fatha on the ain kalima, it will remain. But the kasras and the dhammas might change. Okay, we'll learn inshallah in the next part, the 25 lessons onward. Yabqaw, the noon drop. So they want to stay. Baqiya is to stay, baqi, to stay. Bil Madinati, in Madina Munawwara. And they want to stay in Madina Munawwara. ليحفظوا حفظ يحفظوا يحفظون, and li came lamu ta'lil, reasoning. So you drop the noon. Right? They are staying in Madina Munawwara to memorize Al-Quran Al-Karima, to memorize the noble Quran. Okay. How about your sisters? Then he says, okay, fine, your brothers are not going. How about your sisters? Wa akhawatuka. How about your sisters? Oh, they also lan yazhabna. Hunna aidan lan yazhabna. They also are not going ilal Hindi fi hadhihi al-utla, in these holidays. Right? They also are not going to India in these holidays. Yuridna, they want, because feminine plural, right? Yuridna and yazhabna, right? They want to go, an plus fail mudara, right? And yazhabna ila makkata. Makkah is dipped out, right? Feminine name of a city. Ila makkata awwalan. They want to go to Makkah first. Awwalan is first. لِيَعْتَمِرْنَا. اعتمر يعتمر, form 8, we'll learn in the future inshallah. To do Umrah. اعتمر يعتمر is to do Umrah. Form 8 this is, yeah? To do Umrah. اعتمر يعتمر. How do we know it's form 8? The alif and the ta came, right? From amara ya'muru, i'tamara ya'tamiru. Okay. ليعتمرنا, so يعتمر يعتمران يعتمرون تعتمر تعتمران يعتمرنا. This is how it came. يعتمرنا. So they want to stay in Makkah to do Umrah. I mean, they want to go to Makkah first to do Umrah. وَيَبْقَيْنَا. Why is he using يَبْقَيْنَا? This is again an akhish, right? Baqiya yabqa. So the conjugation is yabqa, yabqayani, yabqawna, tabqa, tabqayani, yabqayna. They want to stay. I mean, they will stay, or they are staying. Yabqayna. Like nasiya yansa, this is right. Yabqayna hunaka shahran. And they will stay there a month. In the khalatina. Near, with our khala. With our khala. In the khalatina. Summa yadhabna. So what they are doing is they are going to Makkah to do Umrah, and then they will stay for a month in Makkah with our khala, with our aunt. Summa sayazhabna ila Riyadh. Right? Then they will go to Riyadh. He's giving a whole story. He could just say, oh, they're not going to India. But he is giving story. They are going to Umrah and then stay. And then they are going to Riyadh li ziyarati ammina, to visit our uncle, الذي يعمل في أحد المصارف هناك, who work in one of the banks over there. Masrif is bank, masarif is banks. One of the أحد is one of the مصارف هناك, who works in one of the banks over there. الذي يعمل, who works, yeah, اسم الموصول صلة الموصول. هناك is ظرف, there. So do your sisters go to India? No, they're also not going. They're going to Makkah to do Umrah, and they'll stay 1 month over there with our khala, and then they will go and they'll go to Riyadh to visit our uncle who works in one of the banks over there. Okay. Amrun then keeps asking, pestering. Yeah, Amrun is so pestering guy. He keeps asking. He just doesn't give up, does he? أتعرف أحدا من الطلاب الهنود? Do you know anyone? Ahadan is anyone, or one, anyone. Do you know anyone? Ahadan is mansub because of object of ta'arifu. Do you know anyone minat tullabi, from the students, al-hunudi, from the Indian students, yadhabu ila al-hindi fi hadhihi al-utla, who go to India in these holidays, right? Or who are going actually, right? Who are going to India in these holidays? And do you know anyone from the Indian students who are going to their country? سمعت أن طالبا هنديا اسمه خالد. I heard that a student, an Indian student, his name is Khalid. سيذهب إلى الهند قريبا. Will go to India soon. Right? سيذهب إلى الهند قريبا. So this guy Amr is asking again and again, yeah. So I heard a guy called Khalid. Yeah, he wants the book so badly. Yeah, seriously. And so I heard an Indian guy, his name is Khalid, who is going to India soon. So go and ask him, like, why are you asking Ayub? نعم أنا أعرفه. Yes, I know him. I know this guy Khalid. هو سيذهب في الأسبوع المقبل. He is going سيذهب, right, in the future, في الأسبوع المقبل, in the coming week, but ولكنه لن يرجع, but he will not return, right? He's going asking to get a book, right? But he will not return. So what's the point, right? ولكنه لن يرجع, he will not return. See, lan came to fail mudare mansub, lan yarji'a. Okay, he will not return. Lan yarji'a, future. Lima means limada. Yeah, lima is also limada, because we cannot just this ha is called hausak. For we cannot just say lima, but when you have it in a sentence, we can say lima. Lima akalta ta'ama, why did you eat the food? Lima, but if you want to put it independently, you have to add a ha. Lima. Why? It's kind of why. Limada. Limada. Same thing. Ayub says li'annahu maridun, because he is sick. Wasayabqa, baqiya yabqa, and the scene is for the future. So wasayabqa fil hindi lil'ilaji, and he will stay in India for ilaj, treatment. Atarifu Ja'far. So Ayub is finally saying, do you know Ja'far? Right? So this guy Yusuf will also not, Khalid will also not come back. So he says, do you know Ja'far? Amr says, Naam Arifu. Yes, I know him. Lakinnahum in Pakistan. But he's from Pakistan. I want an Indian student, man, not Pakistan. Right? He's from Pakistan. Ayub says, Yumkinuhu an yashtariya hadha al-kitab. It is possible for him an yashtariya, to purchase it. An plus fa'il mudari mansub. Masdar mu'awwal it is called. And yashtariya hadha al-kitab, to purchase this book, object, right? Hadha al-kitab min Pakistan, from Pakistan, because fa'inna could be because, or so, and indeed he could say that, but because the books, Urdu books, al-urdiyata, al-kutub al-urdiyata mawjudatun fil Hindi wa Pakistan, because the Urdu books are available, mawjudatun, are present in India as well as Pakistan, right? You'll find both the books, Urdu books, both in both countries. Amr says, Ashkuruka ya Ayyubu, I thank you, O Ayyub. Right? Finally he says, Ashkuruka, I thank you. Shakara yashkuru, nasara yansuru, shakara yashkuru. Ashkuruka ya Ayyubu, Jazakallahu Khairan. May Allah grant, Jazakallah. May Allah grant you a reward. Jaza yadzi is a verb, yeah? Jaza yadzi. Okay, Jaza yadzi. And this is Madi. Jazaka, object. Allahu is the file. Jazakallahu Khairan is a lot. Please explain yashtari. Where is yashtari? An yashtariya. So an came, this became mansub, right? Yashtariya with a fatha. Why did it become mansub? Because an came, yeah? Yashtari. It is possible for him to purchase there. Huh? Naam, okay. All right. Ashkuruka ya Ayyubu, Jazakallahu Khairan. May Allah reward you with goodness, yeah, khairan, goodness. Sa'azhabu ilayhi al-ana. I will go to him now. Right? Sa'azhabu ilayhi al-ana. I will go to him now. Wa aqulu lahu, and I will say to him, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right? Without an, it would be yashtari with a kasra. Ishtara yashtari. Hamidun yashtari malabisa. Hamid is purchasing or purchases clothes, something like that. Yeah. Just with a kasra, yashtari. But when an comes, you have to give the fatha to it. Yashtariya. Yashtari, yashtariyani, yashtaruna. Then tashtari, tashtariyani. Yashtarina, tashtari, tashtariyani, tashtaruna, tashtariyani, tashtarina, ashtari, nashtari. Now, I will purchase or I purchase. I will go to him and say, tell to him, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Finally, he leaves. Yeah. Ayub says, Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Fi amanillah, right? In the protection of Allah. Aman is protection. So this was lesson, very short lesson. Yeah. He's just trying to teach us learn. That lan also makes it mansub. Ajib anil aslat answer the following questions. Aina yuridu Ayyubu an yadhhaba fi utlati sayf. Where does Ayyub want to go in the summer holidays? He wants to go to yuridu Ayyubu an yadhhaba ila Baghdad. Right? He wants to go to Baghdad to visit his uncle, maternal uncle. Aina ya'malu khaluhu. Where does his khalu work? He works in the Indian embassy. Fi sifaratil Hind. يعمل خاله في سفارة الهند, and in the Indian embassy. لماذا يريد إخوته أن يبقوا بالمدينة المنورة? Why do his brothers want to stay in Madina Munawwara? يبقوا, يبقون becomes يبقوا. Right? Why do they want to stay in Madina Munawwara? To memorize, yeah. To memorize the Quran, لتحفيظ القرآن. They didn't use tahfiz, they used ليحفظوا القرآن. Okay. ليحفظوا القرآن. They didn't use the masdar, they used the ليحفظوا القرآن. لحفظ القرآن also you can say. لماذا تريد أخواته أن يذهبن إلى مكة ليعتمرن? To do umrah. Right? تريد أخواته أن يذهبن إلى مكة ليعتمرن, to do umrah. لزيارة من يذهبن إلى الرياض, to visit whom من يذهبن, are they going, right? To visit whom, لزيارة من, this is also مضاف إليه, right? قلم من, كتاب من, book 1, Madina book 1, right? Lesson 5. يذهبن إلى الرياض, they want to go to Riyadh. To auntie, uncle. Someone works in a bank, so it should be uncle, yeah. He works a bank. يردن أن يذهبن إلى الرياض لزيارة عمهن, to visit their uncle. Okay, صحيح ما يلي, correct the following sentences. يريد عمرو أن يشتري كتابا فرنسيا من الهند. No, right? Urdu, yeah. كتابا أرديا. يريد عمرو أن يشتري كتابا أرديا من الهند. جعفر من الهند. جعفر. Who's Jafar? Pakistan. Oh, okay. جعفر من باكستان. لن يرجع خالد الجامعة لأنه لا يريد أن يدرس. Khalid will not return to the university because he does not want to study. Because لأنه مريض. Yes, because he is sick. No, because he's sick. Third exercise. Yeah, we have to use lan. So please help me out with this. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Yeah, just 4 exercises, and we're done with this book. This lesson. Answer the following questions in the negative using lan. أتذهب إلى بلدك في عطلة الصيف? Are you going to a country in the summer holidays? So I have to say, I will not go. How will I say? I will not go to my country. لن أذهب. نعم. لن أذهب. لن أذهب إلى بلدي. إلى بلدي. لن أذهب إلى بلدي. نعم لن أذهب. We can see the answers also for this, just for clarity. Yeah? See here. لا لن أذهب إلى بلدي في عطلة الصيف. No, I will not go to my country in the summer holidays. Okay. Next one. أتذهبون إلى الملعب هذا المساء يا إخوان? Are you going to the playground this evening, oh brothers? We will not go to the playground. We will not go. لن نلعبنا. We are fine. But they asked, are you going? We are not playing now, right? لن نذهب. Okay. Here's the answer. لا, no, لن نذهب إلى الملعب هذا المساء. لن نلعب يلعب نلعب. There should be no noon again. لن نلعب. لن نذهب إلى الملعب هذا المساء. No, we are not going to the playground this evening. نعم. Third one. أيذهب زملاؤك إلى المتحف غدا يا علي? Will your classmates go to the museum in the tomorrow, or Ali? لن يذهبا. Yeah, we can say both ways. Yeah, here, yeah, right. We can say both ways. I can use zumalau. Okay, لن يذهبا زملائي. لن يذهبا زملائي. My classmates will not go, but they want plural, I guess. لن يذهبا زملائي, because I have to use the singular, right? If I'm bringing the file, I have to bring the singular of the verb, right? Not the plural. Not the plural. So, but if I'm bringing without the file, no, they are not going. So it will be lan yazhabu. Right? Yazhabuna will become lan yazhabu. No, they are not going to ilal muthafi gadan. Right? Lan yazhabu. Let's see the answer for clarity. Lan yazhabu. See? La lan yazhabu ilal muthafi gadan. That means they are not going to the museum tomorrow. They are not going. I can use no, my classmates are not going is also fine. I can say like this also. By bringing this front, la, my classmates. I can say zumalai, lan, yazhabu. Again, yazhabu after bring, right? Because the file should always come later on, the verb. So that's why plural, right? We learned this before, right? Madina book 1 or something. No, Madina book 2 itself. The file should be singular. The verb should be singular, even if the file is plural, if we are starting with a verb. Now, we cannot have two files for the verb. I cannot say lan yazhabu zumalai. La zumalai lan yazhabu ila al-muthaf. Okay. Now, أتلعبون كرة القدم هذا المساء يا إخوان? Are you playing? This could be, yeah, this could be. What you answer for that? Are you playing football this evening, oh brothers? So this will be la. No, we are not playing football. La. Lan nal'aba. Yes. Lan nal'aba. No. Lan nal'aba. Yalabu yalabani. Al'abu nal'abu nal'aba. Lan nal'aba. Nal'aba kuratal qadami. Hadal masa. All right. No, we are not playing football this evening. أيرجع المدير من جدة غدا يا أستاذ? Will the principal return from Jeddah tomorrow, O teacher? No, he will not return. Right? No, he will not return. Lan yarji'a. Yes. Naam. Lan yarji'a. لن يرجع المدير من جدة غدا. He will not return. Future, future, future. Lan is always for future. Next, fourth exercise is Adawatun Nafi. He's teaching negative particles. Yeah, negative particles, and he's teaching that Lan is used for future, Ma is used for past, La is used for present tense. Yeah, La is also used for future also, but generally for future you can use Lan also. Like for example, Zahabtu ila suqi amsi. I went to the market yesterday. So I did not go. Ma zahabtu ila suqi amsi. I did not go to the market yesterday. I have to use ma with madi. Ma. We do this. Like, azhabu ila suqi kulla yawm. This is present, right? I mean habitual. I go to the market every day. So la adhabu ila suqi kulla yawm. I don't go to the market every day. So la plus fail mudari. I mean, I don't do it at all. Present, right? Present or the future also we could say. Because it's just a habit. Habitual. Simple present. I don't do it. Sa'azhabu ila suqi gadan. This is for the future. I will go to the market tomorrow. But I will say, lan azhaba ila suqi gadan. I will not go. It is always for the future. Lan. I will not go to the market tomorrow. Ila suqi gadan. Okay. I will not. And an lan kai idan. So this is the second one, right? Nawasibul mudari'. Second one. He gives some examples of lan. 9 sentences, yeah. 9 sentences of lan. Iqra al-amsilat al-atiya. Read the following examples. لن أذهب إلى قريتي في عطلة الصيف هذا العام. I will not go. Right? أنا أذهب. I will not go to my village in the summer holidays this year. I will not go to summer holidays this year. هذا العام. Okay. لن أذهب إذا. إني متعب جدا. I am very tired. Right? متعب is tired. Indeed, I am. Inna I right? Indeed, I am very tired. Very جدا. فلن أخرج من البيت اليوم. So I will not go out from the house today. فلن أخرج من البيت اليوم. See, لن plus فعل مضارع. أخرج خرج يخرج أخرج لن أخرج. لن أترك الصلاة أبدا. I will not leave the prayer ever. Right? I will never leave the prayer. Future. Abadan is used for like never ever kind of thing. Never ever. Never. For past tense we use qattu, and the future it is used abadan. Like ma taraktu salata qattu. I never left the salah before. Qatt is like never ever. This is a verb. Taraka yatruku, to leave. To leave. Nasara. Taraka yatruku, to leave something. Yatruku will become atruku. I will leave, or I leave, and then lan came, so atruka, to leave something. Okay. Lan atruka salata abadan. I will never leave salah in the future. Leaving something. Tarkun is the master. Tark. قال يا تركت المذلة في البيت. Yeah. Was it at the house? I think it was in the car. تركت المذلة في السيارة. Anyways, long back. 4th unit or 5th unit. Now. قال المدرس. The teacher said, لن أسمح لكم. I will not allow you. Samaha yasmahu is to allow. I will not allow you. Lakum is for you all. بالدخول, to enter. بعد بدء الدرس في المستقبل. This is bada'a yabda'u. The master is bad'un. Bada'a yabda'u. To begin. And the beginning is called bad'un. like you're doing Sahih al-Bukhari, right? So the first bab, he Kitabu Bad'il Wahi, right? He started the book of the first book, his book of beginning of the revelation, yeah. Bad'il Wahi, beginning. Bad'un is beginning, huh? Ba'da Bad'id Darsi. So Ba'da came, so Kasra, Zalf, right? After the beginning of the lesson, fil mustaqbal, in the future, mustaqbal, in the future. So I will not allow you to enter after the beginning of the lesson, in the future. So lan asmaha, samaha yasmahu. It's not samia, okay? Samaha yasmahu with a ha. Lan ahliqa lihyati abadan. Halaqa yahliqu is to shave. So I will not shave my beard ever. Mustaqbal is future. It's a noun, yes. Al mustaqbal. Mustaqbal, huh? Not mustaqbil. In Urdu it became mustaqbil, but this is for the future. I mean, mustaqbal in Arabic, huh? Future. It's a noun, yes. It's istaqbala yastaqbilu, istiqbal, and then the ismul maf'ul it is. It's mustaqbil, mustaqbal. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Like istaghfara yastaghfiru, istaghfir, mustaghfir, mustaghfar, istighfar. Form 10, inshallah, whenever we come to it. Lan ahli halaqa yahliqu, bab daraba, to shave, right? To do halq. Halq is shaving the hair or shaving the beard. Right? Lan ahliqa lihyati abadan. I will not shave my beard ever. Right? Abadan is for future, right? I will not do this. Khalidina fiha abada. It comes in the Quran all the time. Right? They will live in it forever. Right? In Jannah, they will Khalidin. Khalid, Khalada, yakhludu, Khalada, right? Khalada. Yeah, Khalada yakhludu is to stay forever. Khalid is the one who stays forever. Khalidina fiha, they will stay in the Jannah abada. Always, yeah, ever, forever. For future, right? For future, abadan. Lan yarji'a bi min London qabla Ramadan. My father will not return from London before Ramadan. My father will not return from London before Ramadan. So, lan yarji'a, raja'a yarji'u, bab daraba, daraba yadribu, raja'a yarji'u. Lan nashrab al-khamra abadan. We will not, never ever drink what's wine. Khamr is wine. Alcohol. We will never ever drink alcohol. Shariba yashrabu, lan nashraba. Nashrabu become nashraba, fatah. قال اليهود لموسى عليه السلام. The Yahud said to Musa alayhi salam, Ya Musa, O Musa, lan nasbira, sabara yasbiru, bab daraba, to have patience. Ya Musa, we will not have patience. Ala tu'amin wahidin, at one type of food. Right? Ala tu'amin wahidin, at one type of food. Right? So they wanted all these onions and these and that, yeah, garlic. And they were getting food from the sky, and these people are like, we're bored of this one type of food. Right? Lan nasya Musa. They went to Musa and said, Lan nasbira ala ta'amin. We will not have patience, yeah, and at one type of food. We want variety, and they wanted, and it comes in the surah, right, in Baqarah. Kama ja'a fi suratil Baqarah, al-ayat is 61, the 61 words, yeah, 61. So they want fumiha or bathaliha, or they want lentils, dal, that is dal they wanted, yeah, lentils and this and that, onions, garlic. They were so much fan of it. They were not satisfied with. So Musa Islam said, would you exchange something better for what is worse? Like, how can you do that? Yeah, you're getting from the sky man wa salwa. Right? Man was like fish or something. I don't know. It's like quails, some type of food they were getting from the heavens. And they said, we are bored of that one food. Ninth one, قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من لبس الحرير, لبس يلبس to wear, right? Libas. من لبس الحرير, حرير is silk. Whoever wears silk في الدنيا, in this world, فلن يلبسه. See, لبس يلبس. I mean, يلبسه, lan came, so يلبسه. He will not wear it في الآخرة. It's for the males, yeah, not for the females. Man labis al harira, who are from the males, yeah, who are well silk. So for men, silk is prohibited, yeah. They're not allowed to wear silk, pure silk. Not satin or the other artificial one, the pure silk. Like they have silk ties and so on, right? Silk ties. So I mean, a man should not wear those ties. Pure silk ties, yeah. You get those ties, and you tie it on. Man labis al harira fi dunya falan yalbasahu fil akhirah. So they will not wear in the akhirah. Rawahul Bukhari. It is for Bukhari. So gold and silk is prohibited for men, right? Gold is also prohibited for men. Last exercise. Adkhil an to the following verbs and vocalize them correctly. So lan yakhruju. So lan will become yakhruja. I mean yakhruju will become yakhruja. Taktubina. Okay. Please help me out. Yeah, I could do it easily, but help me out with this, inshallah. So this will become yakhruja. What about this? Add lan to it. Yeah. Yes, noon drop. Lan taktubi. Noon drop. Yes. Then next one. Yashrabuna. Lan yashrabu. Noon drop again. Right. Next one. Yaghsilna. Remain same. Yes. Yafalna, tafalna. Remain same. Lan yaghsilna. Mabni sisters. Adkhulu. Lan adkhula. Naam. Taftahna. Same, yeah, taftana. You all are opening, women. You all women are opening. Takulina. Takuli, yeah, dropping of the noon. Right? You will not eat. Lan takulil khubza. You will not eat the bread. Tajlisu will become lan tajlisa. You will not sit here. Right? Lan tajlisa huna. Kalimatul Jadida, Asifun, sorry, Hindiyun, Indian, Hunud, Indians, Hindiyun, Hunud, Mutab, tired, Akhira, right? Day of Judgment. Ahadun, anyone, or one was also, Qul huwallahu ahad. Says Allah, one and only kind of, yeah. Ahad. Sabara yasbiru, to do sabr. Bab dawaba. Umratun, umrah. Sifaratun, embassy. Khamrun, wine is plural is khumur, yeah? Wines. Harirun, silk. Mustaqbal, future. Mustaqbalun. Abadan, for future it is used, yeah? Which is ever, right? Sabadan, something like that. Taraka yatruku, to leave. To leave. Amun, awamun. Amun is year. Yes, sanatun is also there. Sanatun. Amun is also it. Amul fil, the ear of the elephant. Amun, awamun. Awam is the plural of am, years. Mawjudun, present. Ad-dunya. Dunya is dunya. This is also verb, actually. It came from that. Dana yadnu is to become closer. So dunya is the closest world, right? I mean, this is what we see, ad-dunya, the lower world, kind of. Bad'un. Badun is what? Beginning. Labisa yalbasu, to wear. Labisa yalbasu, to wear. I'tamara ya'tamiru, form 8. This means to do umrah. To do umrah. So we learned in this Madi negative law, it's for mudare, but your future negative is, future tense is lan. Lan tanalul birra. It comes so many times in the past. The future is, this particle is like an, so the mudari following it is mansub. So azhabu ila riyadi ghadan, lan azhaba ila riyadi ghadan. I will not go to Riyadh tomorrow. Note that lan is used of particle future. This scene is omitted. So we cannot say lan sa azhaba. Okay, the scene is dropped. Lan tazhabi, lan tadrusna. It remains same, right? Lan ashrab al khamara abadan. The word abadan is used to emphasize a negative verb in the future. Right? You have negation and then in the future. I will not do this in the future. Right? Abadan. For positive, it's used for positive verbs also. Khalidina fiha abada. I don't know why he said negative. I will never. Okay, he's just showing us that it's used also for negative, but for positive also it's used. Right? I will never write to him. Right? Lan aktuba ilayhi. So it's like never ever kind of, yeah. Never ever write to him. Inna lughataka sa'batun jiddan lan adrusaha abadan. Right? Your language is very difficult. I will never study it. To emphasize a negative verb in the past, khattu is used. Khattu. Like ma ra'aytuhu qatt. Khattu. I never saw him. Right? Never ever. Right? Kind of. Okay. And then vocabs again. Amun, awamun, ear, khamrun, khumur, wine, mawjood, present, mutab, tayat, hadith, silk, akhirah, hereafter, badun, beginning, abadan, and never. Right? Never. Also ever also, right? For positive. Yeah. Taraka yatruku, to leave, to neglect, i'tamara ya'tamiru, to perform, umrah, labisa albasu, to wear, asif, ana asifun, sorry, asif. This is also verb, asifa ya'safu. Asif is a file, asif. I begin to feel that things are difficult now. Maybe I don't revise much. Yeah, things are becoming difficult, yes. It's okay, inshallah. Things will become very difficult in the next book also. I mean, the next part also, the next 10 lessons. The most hardest part and the most dropout rate. People drop out a lot in the last part of book 2. I mean, forever dropout, I mean. Right? It's okay, inshallah. Things will become difficult. Okay, yeah, when you say it's difficult, I really feel difficult, yeah. I can't say it's easy. It's not. I feel it because I know what's easy and what's difficult, right? I mean, so I can't say the difficult thing easy and easy thing difficult. I cannot do that. Which I felt difficult, that's what I say it is difficult. But for some, it might be easy. I mean, super geniuses maybe. Because I literally slogged for book 2. Right? I literally had to watch so many videos, repeat. Right? And then I understood book 2 as well as book 3. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, so we'll try, inshallah. Right? Things will become difficult, and even in book 3, when we start book 3, what will happen is, it is like reading Arabic for the first time. Right? It will be so shocking, and whatever you learned before, you'll start forgetting, and it'll be so difficult for the first 10 or 12 lessons. But after that, we get used to the difficulty level of book 3. He'll bring like 50, 60 vocabs per lesson. And so learning vocabs is out of the game. You can't memorize all of them in book 3. Even I don't know all of the book 3 vocabs. Right? So vocabs is out of the question. What we learn, we learn. What we forget, we forget. Right? And there's so many rules in every lesson. Sometimes it brings 30 rules, 30 to 40 rules. This and that, and learn this, and sometimes 20, 25, not 30 maybe. 20, 25 rules in every lesson. And every lesson like takes like 4 or 5 classes. Not almost every lesson. Yeah. So book 3 is like that. Because his thinking was, if I started the book with a book 3 level, then nobody would have read and come till here. So he first threw us in a pond, not even a pond, a swimming pool, a small swimming pool, right? In book 1. So we learned a little bit of swimming, and a little bit we tried, and then he took us to a pond. Okay, try swimming there. This is book 2. Because he wants us to learn to swim in an ocean. And book 3 is an ocean. So from a pond, we are jumping directly into ocean. He could actually brought 10 books and slowly introduce all of the things. But who will study 10 books? So from a pond, we are going to an ocean in book 3. And it is shocking first. And yeah, like so many things you have to remember and understand. But inshallah, I've spoken about so many things. That is why when I started this batch, I started with teaching forms also. I mean, form 10, form 5, whenever we see them and so on. Because when they come, it'll be a little easier. And I talked about manqus also. I talked about the manqus, right? Yeah, verbs also. Yeah, the conjugate verb, but then yeah. Verbs also have modes. Yeah, inshallah. It'll come, inshallah. I always say the last part of the book 2 comes at the mid of book 3. Yeah, that's when you start understanding book 2. So don't worry about it. That's how it is. I felt like that when I was in like 10th or 12th lesson of book 3. I understood book 2. I mean, the end weak verbs and so on. Not all of it, but some of it. Okay, because it keeps coming. Weak verbs keeps coming, and then you get used to it. Okay, it's not so hard also. I mean, because we got to know so many times, right? So, right, inshallah. Inshallah, it'll become difficult. Yeah, Hindi yun who knows the Indian. I'm sorry. Yeah, dunya, the world, mustaqbal, future, ahadun, one and anybody. Yeah, one and anybody. Umratun umrah sabara yasbiru, to have patience. To have patience. So it's like 5% analogy, right? For Madina books, which I feel like 100 people join in book 1, only 5 people come out at the end. It's the case. I feel so. Right? It's the case for any knowledge of the religion, or for like started accountancy course. Also, it was like that. Right? You start with 100 people, and then you have the entrance exam, the IPCC, and then the final exam, and then at the end, only 5 people come out, 4 or 3%, because the passport is so low. You have to study so many books, and there's no portion, and it's like so difficult. Right? So you come out. So the same mentality applies here. That's why I like Arabic so much, because I struggled so hard for my CA exams. I was like 6-7 months, from 12 hours, 13 hours, and so on. I was like, why did I do it? Let me do it for this. Right? So this is the same mentality here, right? Inshallah. 10th lesson is easier, not that difficult. Yeah, inshallah. Yeah, inshallah. We will, inshallah. It'll happen. Yeah, inshallah. Just when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Yeah, with time, we need time. The problem is we are online. In online studies, it is difficult, first of all, right? Because there's so many distractions. There's so many people pulling us down that you can't study and this, that, and so on. Same thing happened to me. People used to say, "Oh, what will you earn with this?" and so on and so on. Right? Alhamdulillah, we are here and we have benefits, right? In the previous days, there was no benefit. Like, I may be one who wants to study Arabic, and some other places, 100 kilometers, some other place, there's maybe another one. So it creates community. It's easier because of the internet. Previously, it was not possible. Right? The scholars used to be alone studying so many subjects, and nobody is interested in those subjects. Right? They want to study fiqh and this, and he wants to teach them. He's like, who cares? And nobody taught. And a scholar writes in his book also, I know so many subjects, and people even don't know the names of it. Like, you have so many subjects in Islamic fields, right? So because the Islamic knowledge is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? It is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not for worldly gains, and that is why the first person who comes on the day of judgment will be a person, will be a person who's taught only for show off, right? Who taught the Quran and read the Quran. He was a Hafiz and Qari. So he said he'll be brought and he will be thrown, right, among the 3 people in the hellfire. Why did you do it? To show off? And the other, a martyr who died for the sake of Allah, but for the sake, and a rich person who gave sadaqah, charity. So show off. And there's so many. Inna Allah yuhibbul. Allah loves a hidden person. Yeah, a person who's al-ghani, al-faqih, who's hidden. And that is why it happened, right? There was a Abu Zahid al-Kawsari, he wrote a book, right? He wrote a book attacking the hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ and so on and so on. Kawsari wrote so many, challenging the whole system, and nobody were able to reply his books. And Imam al-Muallimi, nobody knew him before. and he wrote such an answer to it that everybody was shocked that this guy, he was so silent, nobody knew him. He has so much knowledge and he became so famous. I think it's in 1920s or 30s or something, right? And he became such a legend after that because he learned, and then that is why Imam Ali radiallahu anhu said, keep learning knowledge because you never know when people will require you. Right? We never know when the time will come when nobody knows any hadith, nobody knows anything, and you might go into a society, nobody knows anything, so you can teach, right? So keep learning knowledge, yeah, inshallah, and keep striving, yeah, inshallah. Jazakallahu Khair. See you in the next class. When you say this is an easy lesson, it's just duals, yeah, surataini, ani, aini. This is what he teaches here, right? We already did this, right? Inshallah. Many people don't do this. When they teach this book, they don't teach the duals at all. And when he comes to this, oh, there's dual also in Arabic language, and they get so shocked, right? But I taught for all of them, right? Whenever fa'ala came, fa'ala, there's dual also, right? Even my mother used to say when she used to study in the degree Arabic, duals were the toughest things to say. I was like, what? Duals? Why were duals so tough, right? Because they didn't teach it at the proper time, I feel. I feel that why are you separating dual and making it as if something weird? Yes, it is weird because it's there only in Arabic, but teach it like any other thing, right? Teach it like plurals, teach it like singulars. Why do you want to criticize duals and teach it separately? Oh, this is so difficult. Duals, ani, what is this aini? And this, it's nothing difficult, right? Duals are the easy. I feel they're easy, inshallah. Ani becomes aini. That's it. What else? Right? Kitabun, one book, kitabani, two books. Alas. My mother is still scared of duels. So I was like, what? Okay. Inshallah. Maybe another time, another age, but still. In degree colleges, they don't teach very nicely anyways. So. And just formality. Inshallah. Jazakallahu Khair. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار